Okay, today we're going to talk about DNA. So, why don't you put your heading as DNA? DNA is short for deoxyribonucleic acid. I will not ask you to put that on a test, but if you see the words deoxyribonucleic acid, you should say, oh, that's DNA. So DNA is your heading. I'd like you to write this down. DNA is a chemical code located on the chromosomes. DNA is a chemical code located on the chromosomes. The little picture is chromosomes. What does DNA do? Go ahead and write this down. Go ahead and put these down. DNA controls all of the cell's activities, and it contains the genes that control your traits. DNA controls all of the cell's activities, and DNA contains the genes that control your traits. If I'm going too fast, you can just pause the video. So the DNA located in the nucleus is kind of the control center for everything. It's the reason you look like you do. It's the reason things get done inside of your cells. What does DNA look like? Go ahead and write this down. Scientists James Watson and Francis Crick made a model of what DNA looks like. I believe they call it the Watson-Crick model. Whoops. So Watson and Crick are the guys that get the credit here. They said that DNA is shaped like a spiral staircase or a ladder. In science, we're going to call this a double helix. If you want to write that down next to it, you can. Double helix, H-E-L-I-X. So a spiral staircase or spiral ladder. You've probably seen these models before. What is DNA made of? Three things, and we're going to go over those three things. Phosphate, deoxyribose sugar, and nitrogen bases. So phosphate, deoxyribose sugar, and nitrogen bases. If I give you just a second. So if we look at this ladder here, okay, let's say this is a piece of DNA. The nitrogen bases are the steps. These are nitrogen bases, the steps are. The phosphate would be the sides of the ladder. Okay, so like the handrails of the ladder. That would be the phosphate. Where the handrails meet the steps, that's the deoxyribose sugar. So we have the nitrogen bases, the phosphate is the handrails, and then where they come together, kind of the bolts, would be the sugar, deoxyribose sugar. So if you needed to write that down, go ahead. All right, now, nitrogen bases. Just maybe say 4 nitrogen bases, and we're going to list those. You're probably maybe familiar with this. Go ahead and put this down. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Instead of writing out adenine, a lot of times we'll just use A. Guanine is G, cytosine C, and thymine T. So these are nitrogen bases. These are basically different steps on the spiral staircase or the double helix of DNA. Now, adenine always combines with thymine. A and T always pair together. Guanine and cytosine, G and C, always pair together. So A and T, G and C always pair together. It's illegal to take A and go with C, or A with G, or T with G and T with C. That's illegal. It can only be A and T, G and C. And once again, these are the nitrogen bases or the steps on the ladder. So if you kind of see this as a ladder here, these are the sides, these are the steps, okay? We have the phosphate is the sides of the ladder. We have the sugar, which is where it connects to the steps, which are the nitrogen bases. And you see A and T are there, G and C are here. Okay, maybe it's AT or TA, but A and T have to go together. G and C always have to go together. Okay, so that is what DNA is made of. That is it.